It's bad news all around in the housing market. Foreclosures are on the rise. An industry group says lenders foreclosed on nearly 148,000 homes nationwide in April. That's a 62% jump over last year.
Hello, I'm Robert Aldana. Missing mortgage payments is a very serious issue and also can lead to very serious problems. Do not ever be ashamed for your current financial issues. Millions upon millions of people in the United States are having the same type of problem that you are today. A notice of default is a matter of public record. Just about anybody can get information as to who your lender is, how many payments you're behind, and what your total mortgage balance is. So be very careful with people who pretend to be part of your lending institution, because they can easily get this information and come to you with you not knowing that they are actually somebody trying to take you for your last dollar. Do not ever pay anyone for loan modification or foreclosure assistance. There's a lot of free help. There's a lot of nonprofit organizations that are available. Beware of foreclosure rescue and loan modification scams. In fact, in late 2009, it became illegal in California for any real estate licensee or an attorney to collect an advance fee for the purpose of assisting you with a loan modification. There's a lot of scam artists out there trying to get the last dollar in your wallet. Be very, very careful. So what is a notice of default? A notice of default is the beginning process of foreclosure proceedings against your property. The moment that you receive a notice of default, you have 90 days from the date that the notice of default was issued to cure all the back payments or make some type of arrangements with your lender. If you do not cure those payments that are behind or make some type of an arrangement with your lender within those 90 days, you will then be issued what's called a notice of trustee sale. In a notice of trustee sale, the lender can sell your property 22 to 30 days more or less after the date of the notice of trustee sale. Now let's loosen up our ties, roll up our sleeves, and let's talk about some solutions. Option number one is a loan modification. A loan modification is when the lender modifies the terms of your mortgage, such as they may lower your interest rate. In certain cases, they may lower your loan balance, and they may extend the term of your payments so that you can stay in your property at an affordable monthly rate.
3 months behind in their mortgage payments, the Harper family of Los Angeles is facing possible foreclosure. And since last summer, Carol Harper and her husband Johnny, now disabled, have been trying without success to get their mortgage modified so they can make their monthly payments. She says her calls to her bank, IndyMac, have resulted in nothing more than a 6-month-long runaround.
I've called, I've been on the phone so much, so it's just pathetic.
So she turned to Washington, to her Congresswoman, Maxine Waters.
The average American trying to get through to negotiate a loan modification will not be able to get it done.
And to prove the point, Congresswoman Waters let Nightline listen in as she herself tried to get through to a number of banks on behalf of 3 of her constituents.
Is Ms. Harper on the line?
When she called IndyMac for the Harpers, it took 4 minutes just to get through all the recorded messages.
Our representatives are currently assisting other customers, but your call is very important to us.
Prompts.
Please enter your 10-digit mortgage loan number.
And music. To find a live person.
This is Congresswoman Maxine Waters. I work on these loan modifications with my constituents.
But once the bank heard who she was and that ABC News was listening, she was told she had to talk to someone named Evan in the Public Relations Department.
Oh, okay, but can you give me a number to the President's office? No number to the President's office. So the best thing you can do is refer me to Evan. He doesn't have a telephone number.
Currently, less than 10% of the individuals who attempt a loan modification actually get one. With a loan modification, it's very important to know if you even qualify to get a loan modification. Many people attempt a loan modification for many, many months. I've actually seen people attempt a loan modification for a year or two when in the first place, had they went to somebody who explained to them if they were a candidate for a loan modification, many times they never were a candidate for a loan modification from the beginning. In many situations, it may not make sense for you to attempt to stay in your home. Why? Because you may owe a whole lot more on your property than what it is worth. For example, if you owe $500,000 on a property that today is worth $300,000, it could take 10 to 15 years or more before you recoup the loss of that value of that home. So what does it mean? It means that it's quite possible that you can be paying a very high rent for the next 10 to 15 years because you will not realize a profit for at least 10 to 15 years. In our office, we have a spreadsheet that we have created that will give you a good idea of how long it'll take for you to recoup the loss of value of your property. It could be 5 years, it could be 10 years, 15 years, or more. We'd be more than happy to share this spreadsheet with you. Option number 2, a short sale of your property. A short sale means that you owe more on your property than what it is worth. In a short sale, your lender will forgive a certain amount of the debt in order for you to be able to sell that property at today's value. It doesn't necessarily mean that they will completely forgive that debt forever. However, they will forgive that debt for the purpose of being able to sell your property. Prior to deciding on a loan modification, a foreclosure, or a short sale, I always tell my clients to always talk to a CPA and or an attorney. Why? Because in certain situations, there are tax and or legal consequences with either of those type of transactions. So very important for you to always talk to the right people to get the right advice. In a short sale, the lending institution on your property typically pays all closing costs. One of the great advantages of a short sale is you can stay in your property throughout the entire time that your property is for sale as a short sale and throughout the entire escrow period. So you can stay in that property, you don't have to move out the moment you put your property up for sale, and in most cases you do not have to make mortgage payments while you have your property as a short sale. Now do know this, every single month that you miss a mortgage payment, it will affect your credit report. But if you are unable to make that mortgage payment, it doesn't mean that you will have to leave that property, as you can stay in your home for many, many months up until the property closes escrow as a short sale. Option number 3, probably the worst option that you can take, and that is do nothing. If you do nothing, make no mistake about it, you will lose your home. The typical time that it will take for you to lose your property in a foreclosure sale would be 7 to 10 missed mortgage payments. In a foreclosure, your credit can be damaged for many, many years. In certain situations with a foreclosure, the lender can and many times will go after you for the difference of what you owe and what the property was sold for in a foreclosure auction. I am not going to knock on your door pretending that I've been sent to you by your mortgage lender. I am not going to knock on your door pretending that I've been sent to you by a government or nonprofit agency. I am not going to knock on your door asking you for a fee for assistance. What I want you to do is call me, come into my office, and let's call your lender together. Let's ask your lender what the plan is. Let's ask your lender what options do you have. Don't get it from me. Let's get it straight from your lender's mouth. Give me a call, come in, let's call them, let's find out what your rights and what your options are, and I can also discuss with you various other options that your lender may not want to discuss with you. In our office, we have most of the forms that lenders are looking for individuals who are seeking a loan modification. And guess what? We'll even help you fill them out and we won't charge you 1 penny. My team and I have assisted more than 400 families in receiving some type of a loan modification offer from their lender. That's a lot of families. That's a lot of experience. We know more or less if you qualify or don't qualify for a loan modification. We can give you a good idea of what your chances are, and we even have the applications and paperwork that the lenders are looking for if you want to submit a loan modification. However, do know this, I will never charge you for this. There are also other options such as HUD and other nonprofit agencies. You can go to my website at robertaldana.com and I will have links to various trusted nonprofit organizations that can help you at no cost. Once again, we have helped hundreds of families that are in your same situation. Give me a call, 1-800-882-7896, and let my experience go to work for you. And guess what? As I said previously, I am not going to charge you for an appointment. I'm not going to charge you for a pre-qualification or loan modification. If you end up taking a loan modification application to your lender, I can even help you fill it out, and I will not charge you for that either. Once again, give me a call at 1-800-882-7896. That's 1-800-882-7896. Give me a call. Let's make an appointment. Let's talk about some solutions to the problem that you are in today. You can also email me, robert@robertaldana.com. You can also follow me on Twitter at /RobertAldana or befriend me on Facebook at /RobertAldana. The work that I have done for the community has been featured on HGTV, NBC's Best of the Bay, AOL, the San Jose Mercury News, Inman News, and many, many other news publications and media outlets. For more information or to watch some of those videos and read some of those articles, visit my website at robertaldana.com.
Last month alone, more than 70,000 families lost their homes. Foreclosures jumped a staggering 158% year over year.
Time is not on your side. Give me a call and let's get to work on finding some solutions for your problem.
Ver por señal de la mano, ¿cuántos de ustedes están aquí por parte de que escucharon el programa por radio hablando de casas? Por favor, levante su mano, quiero ver. Wow, es mucha gente. Felicito al señor que está atrás con la cámara grabando esto.
First, it got the bailout. Now, Wells Fargo, I kid you not, is suing Wells Fargo. I know, it sounds unbelievable, but it's true. Dow Jones columnist Al Lewis getting to the bottom of all of this. Al, this can't be right. What's the deal? What's going on?
It's absolutely right, and it's shocking, Neil. I mean, Wells Fargo is suing itself in a mortgage foreclosure case in Hillsborough County.